Well, here we are again, retreading drama that I hoped would have died down. Unfortunately, this will be a big info dump, and will contain lots of references. My aim with making this will be to share everything surrounding the current Wezzy drama. I am doing this with the end goal being to wash my hands of this and move on. This all started with me supposedly betraying Wezzy's trust or acting in bad faith. And how or why? For not dogpiling Nessie? Not agreeing with the accusation that Nessie is a bad person? And what brought up the most recent accusations of Nessie being evil or bad? A copypasta? Is a shitty meme post or a copypasta really worth all this? Sadly, this isn't the first time Wezzy had accused people of things or spread gossip, and after some time reflecting, I noticed a lot more people had been wronged and gossiped about that I sadly didn't see for what it was. But we will get to that more later. For now, I would like to try and quickly touch on some important specifics from Wezzy slandering Nessie. Firstly, the timing of the copypasta being posted. Being over a month prior to the DM I received accusing Nessie of wrongdoing, I feel it is important to point out the convenience that Nessie at the time of this DM was dealing with accusations of harassment already from the streamer PeachXO. This rubs me wrong, and seems like dogpiling or opportunistic drama farming. Wezzy had even implied and accused Nessie of harassing women. This is yet another largely baseless accusation, and upon being confronted about it, he folds and dodges the responsibility of such heavy accusations. Now, would Nessie know these rumours are circulating around? No. I reached out to Nessie and then shared some screenshots of DMs so Nessie had all the information. Nessie could then either address it himself or provide me with the context so I can reply to Wezzy properly. It was at this point Wezzy decided I was evil for sharing DMs. Or did he? Wezzy would later admit Cliff and I reaching out to Nessie and showing him evidence was the right thing to do. But also, Wezzy, if leaking DMs is so evil, why is it okay for you to do it? Seems a bit hypocritical. Wezzy also tries to imply what Cliff and I received in DMs was a question or leading to one. This was just blatantly not true, and Nessie rightly calls him on that. Nessie's DM logs with Wezzy and my prior video on this fiasco have some further good points, so I recommend looking through them if you want a deeper look at some of these points. Following being burned by Wezzy and company for such a simple thing, I reached out to other people Wezzy had talked negatively about or had drama with. My takeaway from my original video was there are always two sides to any story. After finally hearing the other side from those involved and seeing the pattern of Wezzy's behaviour, I discovered a web of lies. These lies range from Wezzy bad-mouthing people behind their backs, all the way to harassment and enabling harmful behaviour, including the use of IRL names as threats. This person was even so generous that they reached out and tried to fix this in DMs, and you ignored them for months. Worse yet, within 2 days of them initially reaching out to resolve this, you proceeded to talk about targeting them. Oh, and isn't this interesting? Another detail I noticed in the accusation that Nessie harassed women, the accusation was about following people around in Twitch chats and using a wave emote. However, I was informed that Wezzy has done this very thing, if not worse, as I was informed he was very clearly asked to stop. I was also informed that other parties involved confronted Wezzy, and much like with Nessie, he dodged and ducked all responsibility. An interesting thing came from his response to one person, however. Wezzy referred to me as someone who likes to rile feathers. An important point here. Wezzy, why are you gossiping with someone you think of like that? Unless you are trying to encourage or enable harassment or bother people. Oh wait! If you ever want to piss off a stream team member, ask when they're collaborating with Wezzy. My overall mental image of Wezzy and his social circle has shifted from a chill, largely friendly community to that of a dollhouse where if you don't fit the mold or role they have for you, you are outcast, burned, and shunned. For instance, I have been banned from discords with contradictory messaging, and banned from streamers' chats who I previously was in good standing with, where all I said was, "Yo, how goes the hourglass?" with zero reason given for my ban. I don't want to be unbanned. These people showed their true colours. However, this shows that much like my original video pointed out, Wezzy has gossiped to me about so many others, so why would I be exempt from the same treatment? In closing, I'll be washing my hands of this drama, and while this stuff rarely stops, I see no further reason to post about it. I hope if you come away from this with any sort of message, it's to not be afraid to voice concerns or reach out to people in general, but especially if you feel like a harmful rumour is being spread. Staying silent only benefits those who spread the lies or intend harm.